Hello, everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of the Side Panel. Exciting? I don't know. Maybe I'm just hoping it would be, but who knows? I don't know. Anybody out there excited to hear this? Before I get into my rambling, let me talk to you about the movies that we are going to review this week. Only one. That's right. I only saw one movie this week, but I saw it twice. Now, does that mean I liked it? Continue listening to find out. That movie being Aquaman. It sounds like it should have like a subtitle with it, right? Like Aquaman, King of the Deep, or Aquaman, Jason Momoa is pretty badass, or something like that. But alas, it doesn't. It's just Aquaman. For those of you who are not familiar with Entourage, they already did Aquaman the movie in that show, and so I don't understand why we're seeing it again. Yeah, Aquaman. What can I say about it? I didn't see it twice because I liked it. Now, I'm not saying that I didn't like it. I'm just saying that's not the reason why I saw it twice. Um, if you remember in the last episode, I just told you about how Amazon Prime did this cool thing where they sold a special event tickets for Aquaman and Bumblebee, both coming out respectively the Saturday before the releases. Bumblebee being 2 weeks out and Aquaman being a week out. Well, so I saw Aquaman on Saturday, and I saw it again last night, being Thursday, because I have a friend who wanted to go see a movie, and that was the movie he chose. Not saying that he has good taste in movies or anything, but not saying he has bad taste in movies. I mean, what else? Aquaman. What can I say about this film? You guys are probably all wondering if it was any good or not, and what the opinions are of the movie. There are. Okay, let's see what I can say. Try not to give too much away. Aquaman. We all saw Justice League. We all saw Batman vs Superman. We've all been pretty hype about Jason Momoa's portrayal of this character since we saw him first show up in a cameo on Batman vs Superman. I can't speak. Batman vs Superman. Then he showed up as a character, as a main character in Justice League. Not the main character, but one of the characters. And we get to see a little bit more of Momoa's version of him. Um, the funny thing is, in that version, in that movie, we saw Jason Momoa return to Atlantis and try to stop Steppenwolf from stealing the cosmic cube, the boom box, mother box, and asking for armor and a weapon to use. So this movie completely ignores all that. They do mention the Steppenwolf invasion, the events that took place during the Justice League, but other than that, Aquaman acts like it's his first time having ever been to Atlantis, and that's just the first of many little random plot devices that are or plot holes that exist in this movie. It's not a bad movie, okay? It's a really cool movie. It's visually gorgeous. Uh, it's James Wan who did. You might be more familiar with him with The Conjuring and a lot of other different horror movies that he's really been tied to. So this is like his first foray into like superhero big budget movie type thing. He did the Insidious movies and the Conjuring movies. He did Fast and Furious 7. So this one is like, yeah, he did the Saw movies. I'm looking over stuff at Annabelle. He's been involved in a lot of horror movies, and this is like one of the first times where he did a movie that wasn't horror related. Aside from Fast and Furious 7, but that in itself is kind of a horror movie if you think about it. Anyway, the movie isn't bad. My problem with the movie is that it's heavily CGI. So if you saw Justice League, if you saw Batman vs Superman, you already know how heavy the CGI is, and it doesn't fail here. Way oversaturated with computer generated graphics. Granted, they were pretty, yes, I admit, but it was just a little too much. But when you go into a movie where you're dealing with a character who spends 90% of the film underwater, you can't expect anything different. You know, they're not going to portray that well without heavy use of CGI. So I kind of allowed it in some ways. However, I do feel that the best scene is the one that took place out of the water. I can't give away too much, but it's the fight between Aquaman and Black Manta. That to me, that whole scene, that whole sequence, was the best sequence in the whole film, and actually made you feel like you were there in the fight. And for that, I appreciated the movie even more. Jason Momoa is Jason Momoa, man. He's like the ultimate. He's the dude you want to get drunk with and party with at a bar. You want to kick it with. You want to go skateboarding with. You just want to. You want to be his friend more than anything. Um, and so he comes across as that. There are a couple times where he tries to hit his dramatic notes and acting, and he does okay. But he's too busy being Jason Momoa and not so much Aquaman. You see a lot of little shades and nods to his Conan character, and a lot of stuff that he does. His actions are things you could have seen in the Conan movie. But yeah, would I see it a third time? No, I'm not. I'll wait for it to come out. Um, Again, it's not horrible. The acting is actually pretty decent, but there's so many plot holes and big things that they miss out on. I'll tell you the annoying thing that got to me is the first 15 minutes. Uh, he's underwater, he's fighting, he's on the sub, he's fighting, and he's got a chain wallet on in his pants. Like the wallet's sticking out of his back pocket, the chain is connected to his belt. Now it looks cool. What the hell are you gonna do with a wallet underwater? Like everything in there is wet and ruined, right? So at some point you have to think, well, that's just for aesthetic and not for anything else. At which point you kind of think, well, that's kind of stupid. Um, yeah. If you want a comparison to this movie, if you've seen the Throne of Atlantis, Justice League Throne of Atlantis animated movie that DC put out, remove the Justice League and just have Throne of Atlantis, and that's what Aquaman is, with a whole lot of Sword in the Stone Excalibur put into it. And once I realized that, I couldn't see any of the other characters surrounding Jason Momoa as anything other than Guinevere and Lancelot and Morgana and Merlin or anything like that. And once I realized that, it kind of killed it a little bit to me. Killed it and made me enjoy it on a different level. Kind of weird, right? Highlights. Like other than the aforementioned scene, Black Manta was awesome. I liked his costume and his just his whole outlook and presence that he had. He was pretty badass. Patrick Wilson did a good job as Orn, buffed up for this movie. I mean, really buffed. I'm used to seeing him as what's his name, Ed Warren in The Conjuring 2, and he's kind of a little diminutive, supporting husband having the shit scared out of him anytime. So it was different seeing him here as a big massive guy. Willem Dafoe is Willem Dafoe. Amber Heard as a gorgeous evil ginger. Dolph Lundgren randomly showing up in here was kind of a nice little surprise. And Nicole Kidman kind of taking everything seriously in this movie, and you would think she kind of wouldn't for some reason. I don't know, but that's the opinion I got going in. So it was nice to see her taking the character seriously. Overall, it's a good, fun movie. It is not the big hope that DC is looking for in hopes of revitalizing the DCEU. There's no after credit scene. There is a mid credit scene, but it's not too involved. But once you see the mid credit scene, don't bother staying till the end because there's nothing there at the end. Because they have no faith in the movie. They don't know if it's going to do well enough to tie and revitalize the DCEU or not. Instead, now they're waiting to see what the numbers say to this, and also if how good Shazam was going to do. Now, they're purposely keeping Shazam isolated from any of the DCEU in case they have to reboot any of the other movies and add different actors as those different characters and tell different stories. So when you get to see Shazam in April, don't expect a lot of tie-ins. Um, I mean, I'm sure we'll know more. Things could change between now and then. That is 4 months away. But as of right now, I don't see Aquaman revitalizing the franchise. That's not to say that they're going to stop it or cancel it, but with all the rumors floating around about Affleck wanting to quit, um, Henry Cavill at first not being sure if he was going to be Superman and then changed his mind about being Superman, and then there's all these rumors going around. So you don't really know. So they're not taking any chances with this film. So they're kind of putting it as like a soft wall at the end of it. It might continue on, it might not, who knows, but don't expect any tie-ins pre-Shazam. Though it would be cool to see Jason Momoa as Aquaman and The Rock as Black Adam going at it. I think that would be awesome. But that's just the geek in me. So yeah, that's it. No other films I saw, nothing else going on. See this if you got nothing else to do. This is the holiday weekend. Tons of movies are out there for you. You got Holmes and Watson, which I kind of want to go check out with Will Ferrell and I can't remember his name, but you know who I'm talking about. Welcome to Marwin opened up as well. I will be checking that out sometime this weekend, if not Christmas Day. I can't. The Favorite came out, and then you've got Bumblebee also came out, and just a slew of other films. It's the holiday season, so a lot of films are coming out. So we have plenty of options. Go check it out, enjoy yourself, but don't expect anything too. I mean, don't like you're not going to get blown away by this film. It's pretty, it's cool. A lot of the backgrounds feel like Windows desktop backgrounds. If they showed a mouse floating around in it, I would not have been surprised. So yeah, that does it. This next week is Christmas week. I'm not sure how many films I'll go out to go see, but I will do my best to see something, and I will be coming back in preparation for the following week, New Year's Eve. I think the Christmas episode will come out before New Year's Eve, and then there won't be anything else for this year at New Year's Eve. So I will be coming out with my top 5 of the year for the next episode. So expect that. Expect a couple more minutes on the episode as I try to keep things short here on this side. So there you have it. Come find me on the Facebook, on the Instagrams, on the Twitters, on the Tumblrs. I am Draven everywhere. Drayvn. You can hit up Forbidden Panel and find Forbidden Panel on all of those sites as well. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, hit me up, shoot me an email, leave comments in the replies in the comment section. And just let me know. Do me a favor and share this if you can too. Whether you listen to it on Anchor, whether you listen to it on iTunes, share it, get it out there. I appreciate it. And yeah. So without further ado, as you notice, there's no music in the background this week because I don't want to play any Aquaman music. It's just, I think it would be lame. So yeah. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Have a Merry Christmas, and I'll catch you guys next week.